啊 A 哦，
okay.
個 logic 哦。
Just for information, I think 你没有跟你讲，有 8 road or 6 road one of the road can carry already the car, even you have 7 out, all still can work one.
Yeah, because the safety factor is 12 times.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we look at the design criteria, module 3. Okay, so I will talk only about traction evaluation. So the friction between root and the shift is important to drive lift car and counterweight up and down. Insufficient friction will cause slippery, which means when the shift is rotating but the root are not moving accordingly. That means slip. In Hawaii we call 倒滑. Slippery 倒滑. My ship moving, but my rope is not following. But because of the ship is moving, my encoder will detect that so-called the movement. No? So by right, the encoder will calculate the pulse and feedback to controller. By right now, it should reach maybe from first floor to second floor. But in actual, the rope did not move. How? Floor error. By right, so after when the lift car travel from first floor to second floor, there will be the door zone, there will be the inductor switch to indicate, to tell the lift controller that it already reached the second floor but not move. So there is actually the allowance for the actually there is an allowance for the unlevel. I think it's 5 mm. I think that is so that is between the tolerance between the encoder pulse calculation and the inductor switch, because sometimes the inductor switch during the adjustment could be up and down a little bit. So Chris, what is the breakdown due to the slippery floor error?
And what caused slippery?
What is the root cause of the slippery? Why? Any reason? I already mentioned.
There's a
Insufficient
friction.
traction.
Insufficient traction.
Due to wear and tear.
Due to wear and tear. Wear and tear can come in from two parts. First
Road
is
and the shift. Usually will be road.
Rope. Usually it's rope. Because why? Shift is hardened.
So in that scenario, you need to change rope.
Yes, exactly. But also under some circumstances, we need to change the shift as well. Okay, I will tell you why.
See? So what help there?
Okay. According to the safety code, the ratio between the shift diameter and the rope diameter is 40. Why we need to set 40? Let's say for example your diameter of the rope is 10 mm. Your diameter of the shift must be 40 mm. 400 mm. Why? Why the engineer set this kind of the criteria? If let's say the diameter of the rope is 12 mm, the minimum diameter of the rope shift must be 480 mm. Why?
Improve.
Over bending of the rope.
Oh.
Because the rope is made of steel, you cannot overbend it. Okay. Which will lead to premature fatigue. Still can be used, but it will faster wear and tear. T1 and T2 are the tension between the lift car and the counterweight. Why? Why they have a different tension? Why they have a different tension? Lift car and the counterweight. What is the factor causing the rope at the car side have the different tension with the rope on the counterweight side? Why?
Different weight.
Why different weight?
Counterweight lower,
Counterweight is fixed, but lift car weight is variable. Lor. So consider yield undercut of the groove. So this is the formula. So this is the profile of the groove. So we are considering beta angle and gamma angle. But this is actually too detailed. You don't need to know that. So for the normal loading, so this is actually the so-called the friction factor. So there are some formula indicator. So when the car is 125% of the rated load at the lower floor, P1 over T2 must be smaller with exponential of F. F is this function and alpha. Alpha is this wrapping angle. Why during under these circumstances rope cannot be slip? Why? And then when the empty car store at the highest floor, also rope cannot be slip. And during the safety gear operation, still cannot be slip. Why? You see, we are talking about two types of conditions. For these three conditions, we say rope cannot slip. But in one condition, rope have to slip. Why? That is a design criteria. Very detailed, very detailed one. Because why? Under these circumstances, we could not allow the rope to slip. We are still under the operation. Just now I said 10% of the factor. But when we consider the so-called friction, we have another allowance of 15%. So don't ask me why, because the expert they finalize it. So and then when empty car stored at the highest floor, rope also cannot slip, because if let's say it slip, that is a chance that it will go up further in the overhead. And then during the safety gear operation, this one is very critical, cannot slip. Because when the safety gear engage, if the rope still moving, it's very dangerous one. But when the lift car store condition with the counterweight resting on the buffer, why under this circumstances we want rope to slip? Any guess or not? Because when the counterweight sitting on the buffer, we want the loop slip because we don't want the lift car to continue move up and hit the overhead. Under this circumstances, we want loop slippery. Okay. That is the reason.
Any buffer right at the top side?
Overhead clearance.
Overhead, you above the clearance, any buffer? This
Spring buffer.
spring
No,
buffer.
we have no spring buffer.
No need, right?
There is another safety.
got case lead go and shoot.
Shoot, there are.
I hit the ceiling.
Yeah, God.
Then why
Happened
you
before.
don't provide
Happened
any
before. Actually, another method to prevent this is what, to have bi-directional safety gear. Also possible. Because by the time the counterweight hit the buffer, no matter how the clearance of the overhead may not be enough already. If you see, imagine the ship is still moving. If the ropes did not slip, still engage, circuit here long. So under that circumstances, we want it to slip. So there is actually the counter, calculate how many pounds, then the controller will stop the motor.
Just
This
for,
is not a
just
standard
for
requirement.
knowledge, all these braking devices won't be engaged normally by VVR control one. Safety braking only happen is at the teeth stop only in lock one brake.
Safety gear.
But
Why it happen?
Huh?
Why it happen is so hard.
It can happen. Because it will slip mah.
Yeah.
Maybe they did not satisfy the condition lor. T1 over T2
So it's a bad design.
related to design I would say.
Uh,
But also maintenance Okay.
Vậy thì cái bạn đó thì thiện đó cái bộ thiện thì có cái sang speed cái floor cầu đó là last floor cái bộ thiện là over speed.
So you see, case 1, case 2, case 3, case 4. Under these circumstances, we don't want the roof to slip. Yeah, fully loaded, we don't want it to slip, so that the car can still stop at the ground floor. If under these circumstances 1.25 time of the load if the slip directly put buffer directly hit the car buffer. So if this one slip if this one slip, this one still can go up and this one can go down Similarly as here safety gear operation, we don't want to have allow any movement because our intention is to stop the car But under these circumstances, this one compressed at the buffer, we want to slip so that the lift car will not continue to move up. So that is the reason behind Zhan okay
Okay.
Heavy or not?
Okay.
Heavy solid. Heavy Motor runtime limiter. Traction drivers have a motor runtime limiter causing de-energizing of the machine, not rotated. The car counterweight stop at the downward movement by obstacle, then we causing the roof to slip. So when the roof slip I think after certain of time 45 seconds or time from traveling to the full speed in the normal condition plus 10 seconds. So it will stop the motor. So the shift will not continue move. If the shift still continue move when the roof is slip, must satisfy the slipping condition why? It will causing wear and tear or the slack of the roof, which can hit other component. So that must be the reason behind this we have a lot of engineering thing Okay, lift car design. Okay. The lift car design is to talk about the intended design. I always say intended design to ensure lift car is able to accommodate passenger or goods. This is related to how many the area per pax. Okay, door type, guide, human interface, and safety gear. Again, I will talk about safety gear. So this is a lift car construction. So car frame. So this is the car frame. The whole frame, the door edge, the car frame bottom, apron, car sail. Car sail is actually the silver color one. I think you know because when the car door is moving, we need to have the seal to guide it. Then this is the main road maintenance barricade. So this is at the top. So we have a car door operator, car guide shoe, car frame side. This is what upright usually C channel Car platform safety gear, guide shoe, traveling cable. Traveling cable must be traveling together with the lift car, but usually it will go to the bottom. It will go to the bottom. It will go to the bottom. Only going to the bottom, then it will be going up to the top, to the car top. Any reason why must be bottom, not top? Any reason or not?
Maintenance. No.
Okay. Any reason or not?
Totally again your question.
What is the reason why what is the reason why it must be at the it must go through the car bottom instead of directly go through the
Hello.
car top?
Hello. Oh.
I think when you lift the car
Got
up,
anything on?
it's at the ground floor. The car come into the lift, then lift up.
Okay.
It's a
Actually the reason is very simple.
Hmm.
Because when there is the roof you have no sufficient space to also accommodate the traveling cable, and beside that the traveling cable must be go through in here because that will be branched out to the car operating panel also. Okay, okay.
So
And then,
they do it at the top, also no issue, right?
got issue. They have an issue one. That's why you have to go through the bottom. Then also we have the compensating chain. Okay, the compensating chain the function of compensating chain is actually to counterbalance the weight of the roof. Okay, counterbalance. So this is the standard lift car, and then this is the observation lift We have the glass panel. So lift car area following this table different requirement for passenger lift and goods lift. Conversion of goods lift is not straightforward. So for the lift car, passenger lift, we have this formula, number of persons and then the contractual load. For example, you want to have 10 packs. This is in pound this is from the JKKP but for Malaysia we have to convert to kg That's why in Malaysia 15 packs is actually 1025 kg, not 1000 kg, because it is the conversion from pound to kg.
The standard weight of the person is fixed there.
Fixed door area. So this is the car interior design. So this is the car door operator and landing door header. This is center opening. So you see this is the motor. This is the car door camera. You will engage with the landing door, then it will open. So this is center opening. Okay. So this is side opening, hospital lift. Hospital lift. So there is a cap at the side, so it open one side. Actually, you see, go back to the center opening. So the looping factor is 1 to 1, So that means that when the motor move, the distance traveled by both door is the same for center opening. But for side opening, there is a 2 to 1 looping applied. That's why you see on the car hanger there is additional shift. That means assuming this is the distance, the door at this side will travel the full distance, but the door at this side will only travel the half distance. So the looping factor of this door will be 2 to 1.
Why they need to do this one sided to one side? Opening.
Why? The reason?
Usually the
opening still the same
elevator one, the long one usually they go one side.
Counterweight is on one side. It's longer, then it's side. So if car will be
Door opening.
door opening meter is the seal tortilla on the counterweight side. What's in there?
This is usually for stretcher lift.
Why they need to open one side?
When they opening one side, then they ask space for the counterweight. Yeah, no?
Space for counterweight.
Okay.
It's siêu quý mà. Siêu quý mà. Bây giờ quý để cho về cần quý meter mà.
See ya, yeah.
Cần gì meter.
So this is a lift safety gear, synchronization rod. So
về ủa bình khẳng
so when
it's being managed
there are two types of safety gear, instantaneous and non-instantaneous. The instantaneous will grip on the guided surface to stop the car immediately, only for low speed. The non-instantaneous will exert constant friction force onto the guided surface to stop the car gradually with certain braking distance in order to protect passenger inside the car from mechanical shock. Sliding distance. So that is the reason why. The higher the speed, the longer the sliding distance. So you see, so this is how we do the alignment last time. You must make sure that this is aligned. Actually, the distance between the guide gear and the safety gear, there are two sides. One side is always fixed. Another side, they have the bigger gap. So this is the side where it is connected to the rod and engage. Correct? But too small, maybe too small. So interesting, huh? So some photos are roller guide. So for the normal lift, we have the so-called the sliding guide shoe lor. For the speed less than 2.5 meters per second, so we need to apply the oil lor. And then for roller guide, we need to for the speed more with the speed more than 2.5 speed, we need to apply roller guide. Why we cannot use the normal guide shoe for the high speed lift? Any reason? Why this one we use the normal nylon guide shoe, but this one we need to use the roller? Any guess? Because this one sliding guide shoe have higher friction. So it used for the high speed lift, it will reduce the efficiency lor. And then some more, for 2.5 meters per second lift, usually is a high travel. High travel, you cannot guarantee the distance between the guide rail will be always the same. So when you have when you have this one, when there is a portion that the distance between guide rail is bigger, then the lift will shake lor. And you have the distance between guide rail is smaller, then it will have a higher friction lor. It will jerk lor. But with the roller, they are the bearing and the spring, it can adjust accordingly. So that is the reason. This is the roller guide.
Adjust it to straight down in a straight line.
Straight roller guide, they have the spring. So for the so-called the sliding guide shoe, they have the oil. They have the oil. Why not we put the oil onto the roller guide? Cannot. The answer is cannot. Because with the roller and oil, it will slip. Landing door lock device, speed governor, this is the buffer, this is the oil buffer, this is the compensating shift at the bottom of the lift car for high speed lift. So this is the release switches, this is the braking system. In the past, the braking system, the brake pad is only one side but not allowed anymore.
So oil will be automatically
lor. They have a small, they have some carton carton pad something like that.
I think of one. They want to guide the rope to be straight,
No, the lift car.
To be straight
not because the car will swing,
make
guide it so that it will
you have the rope to move car and down. So but you need to guide it to guide it both down it will not move up down.
So it will be
So
fixed.
this is a three number of roller in one for one.
One side.
Three direction.
Because in the lift there will be the alignment of the guide rail like this or like this The higher the travel, there is a chance of the alignment. I mean the misalignment
Because spring.
Spring.
But usually the vertical won't move a lot
Can because all the bracket are just fastened by the clip only.
Uneven load.
You can
From
swing.
one angle.
Yeah.
Sometimes people also move.
Last time I worked for the steel coil company. The crane on the ship, they move the coil. By move the crane, the coil will move also. Swing. So we have a technique to operate the crane so that it won't move a lot.
Can. That one you have to that one we need to put the weight to counterbalance the lift car. That one we call it static balance. That's why for the lift car, for the platform, we hand some weight. Because the lift car by itself, car at the front of the car with the car door operator will be heavier. So at the back side, so we put some weight to counterbalance. This is what we call static balancing. Otherwise, if let's say the lift car front the front and rear not balanced, your guide rail will wear and tear very fast. So we call it static balance. That's why the center of the lift car, the root end must be always at the center of gravity of the lift car. That is actually some concern. Okay, rope and cable are important element. No? So quality of rope cannot be compromised. So I think Ayatan just now also mentioned that. I think even with one rope, technically
Yeah, hold the whole way.
still can lah. So construction of the rope lor. So this is the coil. So this is the string. This is the wire. This is the steel rope lor. So you see this is the combination. And then this is how they open lor. I think I shared this before. So rope manufacture certificate lor. So this is very important. Production date, diameter, construction and breaking strength lor. So this is for us to calculate the safety factor. So production rate, diameter. Why the production date is important? Because all the rope must have some characteristic though. Technically we want to have the rope from the one drum or the same batch of the production. Why? To reduce the variation. Because if let's say the tension of the rope is uneven, that is very dangerous. Visual inspection, I think Atan know this. I think last time he was for maintenance. Or must stop operation and replace broken, bird caging, corrosion, heat damage. Maybe you will be wondering what causing the heat damage.
Friction, it generate heat. Friction.
Last time what I know, someone did the welding job. Somehow the spark. So it will cause a heat damage on the rope. Okay, diameter measurement. If a measure diameter reduction is 10% of its nominal diameter, then we need to replace the rope. So this is the correct method. This is incorrect because you were not measuring the correct one. So this is the correct method. So this is all maintenance. They will do this.
How do you know this is the original cable size?
Huh?
How do you know this is already measured?
Manufacturer certificate, and then the spec they also have.
You have to look at the spec before you do measurement.
Measurement. But 10% 10%. But if let's say before it reach reduction of 10%, if let's say you see all this, if let's say you see all these symptoms, must change. Uncool. Actually, our ropes is actually pre-tension rope, because in the factory they already pre-tension. So when they install in the job site, the so-called elongation will be minimized. Yeah. So this is the.
But usually after 1 year they need to cut the rope.
Elongation.
But you say it's really pre-tension.
But they
it
can
still happen.
Sometimes it still can happen. That's why either they cut the rope, or the counterweight. They sometimes counterweight they build the longer counterweight, but when the rope is elongated, they will remove some stand from the counterweight. I think we've seen it before. This one people only know. They know how to play.
If you move the counterweight, it's a bit easier to do
the stand. The stand. But that one you can't also only I think maybe 200 meter only. You can't actually extend the counterweight too long, because you know why? If let's say you extend the counterweight too long, what will happen? It will hitting buffer. Okay, so these are the standard rope . So what we need to understand is this is the 8-strength rope. So 10, 12, 16. For Malaysia, for the hoisting rope, minimum is 10 mm. Malaysia. Okay, the minimum rope is 3 irrespective of lift capacity. Common rope size is 10, 12 and 16. In FMA, safety factor is 12. Breaking strength of the rope could be obtained from the test report provided by manufacturer for each drum purchase each drum because every drum they might have the different value one. Okay, so this is a formula. Number of rope time roping factor time breaking strength of the rope divided by full car weight. The safety factor must be 12. So how can we increase the safety factor? Actually, we can have more number of rope, or we can increase the looping factor from 1 to 1 to 2 to 1. Or we can have the braking strength, higher braking strength. Higher braking strength means bigger diameter. So these are the 3 parameters.
Is the safety factor of 12 are fixed for all kind of the
Yep.
uses?
Yes.
Commercial, industrial,
Yes.
residential.
Okay, so compensating chain. So compensating chain is used to compensate mainly suspension root mass. It's not recommended for travel more than 30 meters when the suspension root mass is significant. So this is the chain. I think I asked you seen this before.
Oh.
Because when the travel is more than 30 meters, the mass of the root is actually quite significant. So you put another chain connected to the counterbalance the root. And then there will be the so-called the hook at the bottom, car bottom. So in the event it hook up is something so at least it will still have the protection to hang it. The idea is hopefully this one will not drop. So to protect it, you see we have the guidance for the chain. 好，各位跟住執頭兩，你有先啲情況。
我過咗你 live inside the paragon.
Yes. Actually, it's to counterbalance. And sometimes actually the diameter of the chain could be quite high one. But this one sometimes we don't. But if the speed is more than 2 meters per second, we cannot use the chain anymore. We need to use the compensating loops. Why the chain cannot be used? Because it cannot. Because the chain is it just hook up too fast it can be twisted In fact before they install the chain they have to hang for it to release the twist first. There are some methodology So yeah. Okay, so this is exercise Okay. Some calculation you can go through from the slide. Electrical system. This is the electrical system So mainly control room, 3-phase, elevator, motor room Some room. That's why I say interphone to supervisor room lift car power in outlet so that they can they have the 13 amp socket so that they can put in the so-called cleaner, vacuum cleaner to clean the stuff or whatever So then this is the traveling cable. So this is the traveling cable. Actually, traveling cable the location of the traveling cable we fix in the middle of the lift sub This is also the reason why the traveling cable has to be installed at the car bottom. You know what I mean? Because the traveling cable is fixed in the middle of the lift sub, halfway. Then only it will go down to the lift car bottom. Because you cannot allow the lift traveling cable hang around and swing.
Middle means at the lift four plan view center of the
From the side view from the elevation
elevation view.
Okay? Can Good.
Okay.
Okay, module 4. We go to module 4. Escalator overview Okay. So elevator, escalator only transport passenger between 2 floors. Okay. Let's say you have a KLCC, you have a 3-floor, but when you have escalator only 2 floors. Escalator is safe, but passenger need to adhere to safety rules. So this is the design and construction. Basically, this is the handrail, this is the truss, this is the sprocket, this is the motor, this is the manhole control panel. So when I say, sometimes here could be a little bit bigger, yeah, when you have the BBBF, because you need to install additional inverter. So this is a handrail. Handrail actually subject to wear and tear. This is the step. The step. This is the external panel. Usually we do the cladding. This is the cone plate. So for the normal design, we have a majority we have three kind of the step width 600, 800, and 1000. So speed of escalator is 0.5 meter per second, maximum 0.7.5 meter per second. We have two kind of the inclination. One is 30, another one is 35 degree. So 35 degree is only permitted for the vertical rise between 4, less than 6 meter, and then the speed less than 0.5 meter per second. What is the reason? Safety, because it's too fast, people tend to fall down due to inertia. So this is the duty table, and this is the handling capacity ratio. Handling capacity for the step width. So the bigger the step, the more people you can transport. So this is also how we size the escalator step. Also, we propose to the building or owner or the architect. This one.
And why escalator? Because it can handle more people than the lift. Larger number of people.
So for the latest UBBL, say the thread will increase from 255 to 275. The escalator have to follow as well.
Okay. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, but I only can speak from the escalator
But
perspective.
you can change the thread size, right? Thread size, riser size. You can change or fix it.
What is the
The size of the step.
No, actually, follow the manufacturer. Usually it's 600, 800, and 1000.
只要冇上 step，你可能睇自己就得。係咯，
With car step.
With
With car step.
Oh, that one is 400 mm. That's 350 to 400 mm.
wider than what the normal.
Wider
than the normal staircase.
Yes, wider.
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 佢免立你。
So this is a handrail, step band, drive machine. So they will have the chain to drive the whole escalator. So this is very dangerous one. Actually can cause casualty one. If let's say people go down and then drop.
What are the safety measures to prevent that to happen?
Oh, the manhole you need to have a special key only can open.
Why you can suddenly fall down?
It happened before. I think I read the newspaper before. I don't know what happened. Also maintenance negligence.
Most likely it's maintenance.
Maintenance.
They didn't lock.
Because by right it should not be so easily open because it's very heavy one. Because I have tried to open myself with another technician, you also have to pull very hard. Okay. So prevention of the escalator accident is this one. In the past if your shoe caught between the skirting and the step that is the potential risk that it will draw your actually I involved in the investigation and it really happened. So what can they do is actually by right with this yellow demarcation should be good enough but sometimes accidents still happen. So what they do is put the brush brushes. So when you touch the parcel, automatically you'll get alert. Okay, so and then prevention of accident on escalator. Those using rubber shoes should not run their foot along the wall. Why only rubber shoe? Why they specifically say rubber shoe?
Too soft.
Friction factor. High friction factor. Easily get engaged and then draw into the gap. Children should ride in the middle. This one very important. Because why? Children leg finger, very small, easily also going. If using cloth with the loose material, some lady the cloth the ground it actually also happened before. It drag the lady the hand go finish. It's not very fast no. Once you hand go finish I tell you. Because you are talking about the motor 7.5 kilowatt and then 11 kilowatt, the power is so strong. Then don't allow children to play on escalator. Always be aware when the emergency bus stop usually here.
Okay. If happen at the middle, it's very difficult.
Why? Okay, question now. Why they want to put the emergency button at the top and bottom only?
None, those outside.
Ah. Yeah, correct lah. Okay. So safety is always important, no? So if say is provided not misused and properly maintained. So some news so trapped by lift door accident, stay put in the lift. If get stuck, say safety expert. If let's say the lift broken down, so stay in the lift. Don't try to open the car door by yourself. Actually, there is a trap door on the lift ceiling one, but actually the Bombay people told me they will not do that. The best way is still to move the lift to the nearest floor by opening the brake and then attach the wheel, turn manually to the nearest floor.
So when the electrical system break down,
Due to whatever reason,
no power.
Unless the floor to floor height is too big.
Too big means how many meters?
Release the brake, he also will move slowly down.
Release the brake. Yes.
They move slowly down,
Mechanical.
Mechanical.
Freeform freeform. Slowly. Okay, unintended car movement operation due to the failure of the braking system. That's why there is another. In order to ensure the safety, also can engage grip the lift, the group. This is also something. But I'm not sure whether this is mandatory or not. I do not know anymore. But this one I can confirm.
I also don't do maintenance.
Lift car interlock is mandatory now.
7 years ago, I no longer touch anything maintenance. Oh.
來啦 ，let you all
恭喜啊！
來，
哪個嘅你起來
let you all watch some movie 啦，哎呀，咪講過啦。嚟，
到時錄啦，我嗰隻看到得啫。我唔講記住，時錄得啲。
New glycolic bright anti-dark spot serum intercepts melanin before it becomes a dark spot.
Top picks and many more with shop deals. Order now with the code SYOK10.
Okay, skip.
Okay, come.
harmaan kiven, you can really do things with your heart.
I know. Yeah.
Underground.
Only elevator. And this one, why 施工?
When Kone was entering the high-rise business, elevator business, we definitely needed a test tower and test facility to do that. Eventually, some clever guys spotted out that here in the city of Lohja, there's a mine and part of it is idle, and that's the opportunity that we captured. And what is exciting in here, that this is an active mine. So all around us, we have an active limestone mining that is having its operations ongoing all the time. There's even 60 kilometers of roads here in this mine. When we got here in 1997, the 200 meters of the shaft was already existing. So what we had to do was to excavate the upper part through the stone, and then we installed two steel shafts in here. And in total it took us only 10 months from the beginning till we were able to have the first tests in here at Vidoe. This is the only place where you can test elevator shaft which has more than 300 meter travel. No one else can do that. Many of the radical innovations have come in the past few years. For example, ultra technology or double deck elevator technology.
Ultra
We
Tony
have
Ultra
a tested destination control system,
Cafe
control
make it
system,
Ultra
new people
Ultra right.
intelligence solutions.
because the heavier the rope the stronger the soft load for the machine
Ultra rope is a lightweight composite elevator rope, so it won't get as heavy as steel ropes when you go high. So you can go much further than you can go with steel ropes. Normally in high-rise elevators, you can do fine with 9 to 11
because they
ropes.
want to add
But then
the
in this
enhance the area
setup,
for the
which is
friction.
similar to the China
Still
Zone in
remember?
Beijing, you'll need much more because you have a double deck elevator, so you have 2 cars.
Very high speed lift only can do that.
And here's my favorite part of it.
High speed lift.
We've been pulling it and bending it and testing it in pretty much all directions during my time in this project. Done pretty much all that's possible to it to see where the limits are.
Hey, Ante. Moi Tomio, how are you? Okay. Moi, how are you? Just wanted to see how we are making progress now in the testing preparation. Let's have a look. Okay, let's go and see. So what is going to happen exactly today? The freefall testing, so it's mainly about safety. So we are testing, of course, elevators with high speeds, high accelerations, large loads, and so forth. Exactly.
That's
Think about the freefall, what kind of forces we are going to absorb in here. It's going to be huge. We have a dedicated rig made for that, and we put exactly the right mass there, and then we drop it, and then we actually take the grip
Up and down.
on the falling part. I would propose you a challenge. If you would give me something valuable that you are having, and we put it to the bottom of the shaft, and I guarantee that we are going to stop before that. Seriously? Okay, I have a watch. How about that? Excellent. I trust you. And I trust Reiska. So, let's go and have a look what is going to happen. So, we are really going to the extremes, in the weights, in the speeds, in the energies.
Kuuleeko Hilkka?
Hilkka kuulee.
Meidän puolesta voi testin aloittaa.
Voitte.
Roller cái lúc, ok, sức roller cái. Roller cái lúc.
You hear that? Wow. Will you go and check it?
Không có hỏi gì.
Yeah, I was a bit nervous, but I just got the watch and looks like it's all good. So no scratches, functioning. We are very proud of working in here because coming from Finland where you don't have too many high-rise buildings, we actually have the world's largest high-rise testing facility. So that is definitely something special and we feel very proud about that.
So I'm not working for Kony, but Kony actually is my ex-company.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Oh.
Chemical visit to Kony.
Raise up.
There's
chairman.
Oh, now I don't have the relationship with them anymore.
The upcoming chairman Chon.
The internet has been a buzz with China's gory escalator accidents recently. A man was injured in Shanghai. Xiang Yujun died after falling through a gap and suddenly opened at the top of the escalator at a shopping center in Zhezhou City. The video went viral.
You were the step in the job.
The Malaysian Lift and Escalator Association was flooded with calls from anxious Malaysians asking if the escalators here are safe.
First of all, I want to introduce myself. I'm the president of Malaysian Lift and Escalator Association. So in fact, the case that happened in China, it shouldn't have happened based on the design of the escalator. Escalators are meant to be safe. Now the plate, all these are all like a jigsaw, it's fitting together. These are all mounted together and are reinforced by the side We have some angle iron, some panel. As far as the escalator concerned, we are doing our monthly service every month. After that monthly service, we have the 3 monthly checking by our own internal. We comply to the regulation of DOS. And other than that, DOS have 15-month inspection. So, and all this, when you do the inspection, all the safety features are being checked.
Ho takes us inside the escalator to explain why it's almost impossible for an accident like that to happen here.
Because all these panels fixed are like a jigsaw puzzle. At present, they're going to move one by one. There's no way they can remove all together because it's all joined together, all clipped together. So to do that, they must open one by one. You see, all these are reinforced, you know. Here you have the angle. These panels are being rest at both ends. So there's no way for it to drop down.
Look at this profile.
He explains that there are 18 compulsory safeguards in the machine and highlights how the main ones function.
Why we have this kind of profile?
One is this, the stop button. Whenever you press
the
button, the escalator will
like
stop.
checker plate lah.
Another one is we call it the handle. When you something gets stuck inside here, you stop. You can see there's a gap here. There's a gap between this escalator and this skirt panel, we call it. So if something caught between here, when you pull that outlet in, it will trigger off the switch. Then it will stop the escalator.
He reminds parents to be vigilant. Leaving your kids unattended can prove deadly.
What we have here is sometimes accident happen to the children is they shit the step. So they try to put their finger in the side. So when the step is moving, there's a gap here. So the gap is about 4 mm or 3 mm. You caught their finger, you pull inside. So the children shouldn't sit on the escalator.
Okay. Thank you. Okay lah. Thank you for staying with me Okay. Okay. So group discussion. So recap. So we talk about safety. The lift and escalator are meant to be designed for the safe application. So, but we also gone through some news Okay. Okay, from the experiences I think just now we already watched the video. Summary, recap. So we have gone through the traffic analysis, lift car design, traction, and then we also gone through the so-called the safety gear operation. We gone through the video, and then we also take a look on the unintended car movement protection, some of the news, so to give the better understanding. Okay, so safety lift mainly comprises few things: brand new technology like ultra rope, this technology, sales, maintenance, service quality, market trend, moving for the motorless, safety rules and regulation, aesthetic, price competitiveness. So these are the factors that influence the lift market. Further reading, this is the book that you can find. So career opportunity for engineer. You can do sales, you can do R&D, you can do manufacturing, project, maintenance and service. Thank you. Any question?
Free ebook is it?
I can't remember last time. I think you have to pay.
Okay.
This is a book elevator mechanical design I used last time CIBSB. This one I have last time and all this book I have last time when I used to read those books So elevator mechanical design. This one is very comprehensive. This one also comprehensive. EN81, FMA. Okay. So maybe before we end, maybe you can take time to share your comment as a recap we do the recap together.
I feel this is very good sessions that we have from Dr. Lee sharing. It's an eye-opening for most of people are not doing design, able to get the inside stories on what the safety measures needed and all kind of designs considerations. I learned a lot. Thank you very much, Dr. Lee. Thank you.
Okay, so before we continue, then I think would like to hear from others. Maybe Lance, share your comment for the recap together summary after having all these slides.
So far, I've learned very much on the technical aspect and also safety aspect of the elevator and also escalator. Dr. Lee is an excellent trainer.
Oh, I also learned a lot through this session, and yes, appreciate Dr. Lee share a lot of the knowledge to us. Thank you.
Dr. Lee is a very good trainer. I have learned a lot from him. He's really a real professional with a lot of experience of elevator and escalator. I have learned a lot from theory side and also his experience. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. So we take a break and then I think this is a good sharing for the recap and summary. Thank you very much.
When will be the next sessions?
No more. I think the only thing I can share with you is when we go to the real site visit, that I can actually show you.
Please arrange a film.
Oh, okay.
The video.
Okay.
Instead of watching the video,
okay,
go to the real site.
Okay.
And experience even.
Yeah.
Site visit.
So we have gone through together, okay. All these things. I think most important is the further reading, if let's say you are interested. Okay, please reach out me. If let's say you want to understand more.
You never put your email.
Wow.
First slide.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.